How do you know when rents can't increase anymore in a property market? So this is something that's very important and something that doesn't get looked at. So as an investor, it's all good and well to buy in a location that's going to achieve capital growth, but as an investor as well, you want to make sure your rents are going to increase as well over time and not cap out. And it's very important because people will get into a market and rents will plateau. Okay, so how do we look at this? And so let's jump into it and I'll show you exactly right now what you need to look out for. So here's a market in Victoria, Flemington. Okay, Flemington is probably, I think it's 5 kilometers away from the CBD. Okay, Flemington, the median house price is over in the $1 million mark. As we can see here, household income is $1,500 a week compared to the monthly mortgage repayments is $2,000. Okay, so what I need to do, or what I do, is I need to work out how much of the household income is getting contributed to the monthly mortgage repayment. So in this case, it's 29% of the household income is going towards the mortgage income is going towards the mortgage repayments. Okay, now this is ABS 2021 census data. Now, if I have a look at SQM over the last 10 years plus, as you can see, rents from all houses and 3-bedroom houses have just really been trending sideways. You've seen some up and down movement, of course, but as we can see here, at the moment it's $631. The peak was at one point at around that 700 mark up here. If I can get up there, roughly around that 700 mark back in 2018. Okay, and so there was a time where rents were increasing and it's kind of plateaued. Now it's just trended sideways. Okay, the reason why, because 29% of the household income is going towards their mortgage repayments. Okay, so it's very important. Now let's have a look at another market, and I'll show you a regional town, Rockhampton in Queensland, regional town. Population is quite big there. Now, if we look at it from Rockhampton, the household income is $1,400 a week and the mortgage repayments are $1,300 a month. Okay, so that works out to be around 21% of the household income is getting contributed to the monthly repayments of the mortgage. Now, we don't want a market where it's greater than 30%. Anywhere that is greater than 30% of the market, then the rental market is not going to increase. Okay, so that's important to know, because you might buy a market and it's kind of getting close to that 30% mark, something like similar to what Flemington's in, and it's going to stop and it's going to hit its threshold. So if I look at Rockhampton, the rental market, as you can see, in the last 10 years, it started to have a dip. This is when the property market did have a bit of a slowdown and pullback, and the rents did start to drop. But in the last, since 2019, it's been rallying up, and it's kind of still going to hit and keep moving in that right direction. And there's no slowdown at this point in time. It's, as you can see here on this chart, things are just green right through. Okay, so in the last 12 months, rents have increased by 15%, which is tremendous. So as an investor, you kind of want to be looking out and making sure your rents are increasing, because they're going to keep up with inflation. If I have a look at, Flemington, only 8% from all houses. Okay, 3-bedroom houses gone negative in the last 12 months. But if you go all houses, 8%. Okay, so the rents are kind of starting to plateau now, and as you can see here, the graph doesn't lie. It's kind of trending downwards as what it's done in the last couple months here. So that's how we do it. That's how we check and make sure we're investing in a market where the rents are still going to increase and they're not plateauing. Okay, so as investors, very important, something that gets missed, and I think it's something for you to consider when you're looking for your next investment properties. All right, guys, thank you for your votes. I appreciate it, and we'll see you at the next week's poll. Have a lovely week, and we'll speak next week.